Hello, my name is Marcus Morris, author of the book Like and Art of Deprogramming. Today, we'll be going over my 11th and last chapter, Self-Actuated Solutions. So, I start off with, from what I observed by merely living and learning, the solutions to the mess we are in are wherever we look. But we look and do not see because we have developed knowledge filters in the mind that impair us from embracing secure solutions. Therefore, as we look around, nature, life, time, energy, resources, all these things are here for us, and the solutions lie therein. But we ignore them because we are living within the status quo, within normalcy. We tend not to think about what can solve the problem, but instead how we could most easily survive and live our lives. Solving a problem doesn't make it easier to live and survive in the short run, but it may in the long run. So therefore, we ignore these things and trade that in for short-term survival. Time is also our authority. We live within the parameters of time. As time ticks on, we must obey time because it gives us an infinite amount of time to live and to achieve our goals and to live and to love and to enjoy ourselves. When it comes down to lack, what we are always lacking is a state of mind. Because let's say you receive what you wanted, you receive the love of your life. What that person gives you is a state of mind of reciprocal love. It's an energy exchange that you're addicted to. And that's what you are lacking. And that state of mind opens up when you receive what you are lacking. It's like the key to that state of mind opening up. But what if we can open up those states of mind without the object? Without the tactile object? What if we can do that? That'll make us almost to be on the level of mere gods. Be able to almost have whatever state of mind you want, any moment you want. What if that is ultimately the goal of life? To be able to untap different states of mind at different times, anytime you want. Interesting, right? All emotions are energy that can be transferred from one person to the other. So let's say you have someone who is happy. When you see someone that's happy, especially someone you love who is happy, their emotional energy transfers to you, and you can become happy. Let's say someone's angry, and they're angry at you. Let's say they're angry at you. Their anger at you becomes anger within yourself. That builds. It's like, why are they angry at me? No, I feel angry, and you're angry at each other, and that builds and builds and builds to sometimes, not always, but to sometimes there's a violent end. So all these are energy. Emotions are energy. The transfer of energy. Children tend to be the most sensitive emotional energy barometers. It's very easy to make a baby cry. It's very easy to even make them laugh at times. And the reason why they are so sensitive to these energies is because they haven't grown up to become callous and be able to block this transfer of energy. Usually, the older you are, the more experienced you are with life, the easier it is for you to block emotional energy. And sometimes it's not necessarily a good thing. Sometimes you want to be able to be sensitive to emotional energy and be able to transfer it easily, and so that you're empathetic and sensitive to others around you. The downside of things is when we disconnect from each other. It's actually worse to be disconnected from each other because then you are not able to receive their positive or negative energy at all. You're just disconnected, and you cannot even understand them in any way, shape, or form. You can't relate. You become like in a psychopathic state of mind is when you're disconnected. You're dissociated from people, and people have done this as a coping mechanism, but it's not always a great thing to be so callous towards your fellow human being. Many people dissociate from others and the pain they feel due to any number of experiences. I don't think that anyone born goes through life without feeling a bit of pain, but sometimes that pain can be so unbearable to the individual that it can cause the person to dissociate as a coping mechanism. So what I get into here is how energy works. When you look at nature, there's always something consuming and eating something else, because it seems as if that object or that entity or that consciousness loses energy throughout its lifetime. Let's say it's a sun, right? A sun pulls energy toward the center with the use of gravity. And it's always, but that energy always seems to be dissipating somewhere as well. That's why celestial objects come and go, like suns go through supernovas. They become red giants and eventually die. And you have human beings or animals where they always constantly need to feed on something else. When you're eating something, you're consuming its energy, and then when you excrete the energy, that's your energy dissipating. Or you could go out through heat, form of heat. Your body is always losing heat. You're always burning calories. There's always ways where energy is being transferred. And so I call this the grand recycling. There's always energy going and going, coming and going, coming and going throughout an objects or entities or celestial bodies lifespan. I hope you enjoyed my 11 chapters of going through and summarizing my book. I immensely enjoyed it with you guys. I'm always learning more as I'm going through this book. So I didn't write this book with like a complete knowledge and understanding of everything I'm even talking about. So a lot of these things, as I'm talking about them, it becomes new to me as well all over again. It came from a place when I was writing this book from like, I don't know, I felt like I just was like inspired in a way. Like it's almost like it wasn't from within me completely, but there was another source or force driving me to do these things. Yeah, and I really do hope you guys enjoyed it, and I wish to talk with you guys more. And this book is gonna be out here forever, as far as I know, whoever it's forever for us, our existence, and it would definitely outlast me in my lifetime, because I eventually may not be here one day. Same with everyone else. You guys have a most pleasant and amazing life here on this earth, and I would love to have discussions with you guys on this book going forward. Goodbye for now.